strongest backcourts tonight, and this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste. Am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about perimeter defense.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Butler out there with Paul George. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Now, here's Jokic. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Curry passes to Leonard. Embiid is at the elbow. Five on the clock. Back to Leonard. All alone. And the shot is good.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands. And Kawhi finishes that possession.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the paint. And Embiid with the block. George against Markkanen. Pass to Curry. Unloads from 13. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Mathurin. A three ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Embiid with a screen on Mathurin. Chalk up 2 there.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
George finds Jokic. Now George jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
So consistent throughout the years from deep. That's what has made Paul George very special.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Anticipation when it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
And the rejection by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
DiVincenzo passes to Curry. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Leonard, no luck.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Brunson the pass to Jokic. And George kicks to Brunson. Pass to Jokic. Bucket is good. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Valanciunas grabs the board. Hornets leading by 4.
2 minutes.
Cunningham with it. Now defended by Randall. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jokic.
He stepped up his game on the glass big time this month. His numbers are outstanding, but even if the numbers weren't there, his activity in the paint has been incredible. His hard work is paying off, and they want more of the same from that young man.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 8 points his last outing. For 3, Van Vliet. Good on the 3-point shot.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
The pass to Valanciunas. Dishes the ball from deep, and he's good on the three ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here is Van Vliet following LaMelo Ball's three, and it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Randall. Still scoreless. Barrett against Mathurin. A three for DiVincenzo.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. DiVincenzo passes to Van Vliet. Now here's Jackson. Now here's DiVincenzo. Jackson with the screen. Good on the shot.
Sometimes you run the two-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
Van Vliet against Ball. Here's Valanciunas. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Van Vliet against Ball. Randall a screen on Ball. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and it has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Embiid. Stephen Curry's out there with Barrett. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at the four-man position. That's good from George. And one thing I miss about this era, the emphasis on scoring back to the basket. You just don't see it as often.
Well, you miss it, Kevin, because that's the only way you knew how to score. So, no, it's not the most efficient shot. And trust me, when players come back in who can physically dominate the game and move players around, they'll get the ball close to the basket. But for now, let it fly.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Jalen Brunson. Jokic is out there with Butler. Then it's Cunningham, and it's George in at the 3. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Hornets. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Brunson finds Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. Jokic, no good. Being about 42% so far. Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Curry with the steal. Curry goes inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
What a move by Curry. Has the ability to adjust in those tight spaces, just finding a little bit of air, breathing it in, and a nice finish.
Now here's Brunson. Hasn't made one yet. To the left wing. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Hornets. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Passes it to Embiid. Back to Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Cunningham with some nice D. Pass to Brunson. Back to Cunningham. Gouging inside. It's Jokic.
And the concentration from Jokic, spectacular, just shrugging off that contact.
Pass to Embiid. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Curry. Embiid with it. Brunson picks him up. Stolen by Brunson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Brandon Miller was a one-and-done in Alabama. He put on numbers and put on weight. He said coming into college, I couldn't really take bumps, at least not college bumps. I know building muscle mass is key, and he's not done adding muscle and layers to his game. He says it's all about the work. That's the only way you get better. Kevin?
That's a good focus. Thanks, D.A. Now, Cunningham. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
And Cunningham with that #1 selection. Lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at, but he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The pass to Markkanen. To the middle. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And Brunson the basket on the assist by Butler. And the Hornets lead by 16.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for R.J. Barrett. The Hornets also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Butler. Benedict Mathurin comes in for George. And it's ball in for Cade Cunningham.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Here's Ball. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 5 to shoot. Mathurin for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Markkanen from outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Markkanen's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Oh, good on the triple.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Hornets leading by 10. Passes to Brunson. Back to Mathurin. And that one is stuffed right through.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Markkanen against Mathurin. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Hornets with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mathurin. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Jackson setting the pick here for Randall. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Randall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice play by Julius. Good decision maker in the pick and roll.
Pass to Valanciunas. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. Here's Randall. Johnson with the rebound. And here's Brunson. Johnson with a screen on DiVincenzo. And the first half is now in the books. Hornets ahead. They lead by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome to halftime, folks. The selection for the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Hornets.
They built a nice lead.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Embiid. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Curry. And it's DiVincenzo in at the two-guard spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Leonard looking around. Embiid with a screen on Butler. Here's Leonard. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got his second bucket.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Jokic with it, now defended by Embiid. Lets it go from deep, and Butler gets it to go on the assist from Mathurin. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Embiid with a screen on Butler. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Here's Embiid. No good. Good defense by Jokic. Cunningham against Curry. Cunningham inside. Pass to Jokic. It's George on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A three from Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's hit a couple big threes in his career. Leonard not afraid to come back with one of his own.
Barrett against George. From the arc. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. And it's Leonard missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Johnson, he's checked in for Butler. And it's ball in for Benedict Mathurin. Jokic kicks to George. The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. On 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Leonard finds Curry. Randall outside. Embiid against Jokic. Embiid, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And here's George for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Curry passes to Van Vliet. Embiid sets the pick for Randall. Over Johnson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, credit to Randall on that play. Tough defense, but a tougher finish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
George looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And the Hornets making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Markkanen passes to Curry. Van Vliet outside. Off target from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And George kicks to Valanciunas. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Releases. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Jackson a screen on Ball. And Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Johnson sets the screen for George, and it's the Hornets another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Hornets. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low, here's George. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists in the game. Ball against Curry. High arcing shot, and Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball, timing the rejection perfectly.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Hornets, they've got Paul George. LaMelo Ball is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. And George kicks to Brunson. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Passes it to Jokic. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Now Markkanen's checked in for Jackson. George double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Ball against Van Vliet. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Brunson. And the Hornets lead by 20.
And perimeter scoring,
I have
to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Johnson, he's checked in for Paul George. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Van Vliet against Brunson. Pass to Jokic. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. Jokic with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
He shoots again. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
DiVincenzo with it. Brunson picks him up.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Markkanen passes to Van Vliet. Up top, Embiid. Jokic defending. Embiid kicks to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. And that's 12 points for Leonard.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
And the Hornets call time here. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And Valanciunas kicks to Jokic. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Jokic against Embiid. Mathurin for 3.
So great to see Steph taking on the challenge defensively, getting up into his man that time.
Up and in on the layup.
The coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. From the wing, DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry dishes to Embiid, and he gets it to go.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Hornets leading by 18. Jokic with the screen on Markkanen. And George kicks to Jokic. Back to George. George double teamed. Jokic passes to Mathurin. Puts up a deep 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Mathurin passes to Jokic. They need this one, and Jokic slams it in.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Embiid inside. Jokic defending. Embiid, no good. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.